If you look at the people who truly sit at the top of the wealth ladder, almost none of them got there by earning a paycheck alone. My grandfather once told me this. He wasn't being motivational. He was being precise. If you lined up 10 of the richest people in a room, 7 or 8 would have built their wealth through businesses or ownership. 1 or 2 would be investment-focused, relying on assets, equity, and long-term compounding. The remaining few follow even narrower paths. They either grew up inside family or trust structures, or they belong to a very small group of people with rare, non-replicable talent. And if you're looking for someone who reached that level purely by earning a fixed salary, my grandfather's words were simple. Don't bother looking. They're basically non-existent. He pointed out something else. These people may look very different on the surface, but in one way, they are exactly the same. Not a single one depends on getting paid every month for showing up. Entrepreneurs don't earn salaries. They capture the surplus value their businesses produce. Investors don't sell time. They let assets grow and compound over years. People born into wealth start inside the system from day one. And those with elite talent aren't selling hours either. They're selling scarcity itself. My grandfather always made one thing clear. This has nothing to do with who works harder. It has everything to do with which side of ownership you're standing on. He said the real problem isn't whether you make money or not. The real question is this: do you own something that continues to create value, even when you're not there? If the answer is no, then what you're selling is simple. You're selling time. My grandfather didn't like complicated systems. He believed complexity was usually a distraction. He gave me one structure: 25%. He said, that portion of your income should never be used to upgrade your lifestyle. Its only purpose is to reduce your dependence on wages. Most people get paid, cover their bills, and spend the rest. His response was blunt. Money that gets spent can never stand on your side. That 25% has one job: to become ownership. It doesn't matter how small it is at the start. What matters is starting early. My grandfather never cared about hustling harder. He cared about one thing only. Time only works for people who show up early. Then he talked about 15%. He said most people don't fail because they're wrong. They fail because they get knocked out early. One medical bill, one job loss, one unexpected expense, and everything collapses. So he didn't aim for comfort. He aimed for buffer. That 15% was meant to cover at least 5 months without income. It wasn't there to grow. It wasn't there to perform. It had one purpose: to keep you in the game when things go wrong. After that, he talked about 50%. Housing, food, transportation, essentials. He never called this lifestyle. He called it cost of survival. You can live simply, he said. You just can't live fragile. Most people don't struggle because they earn too little. They struggle because they spend too much, trying to look successful. And looking successful has never made anyone secure. The last number he gave me was 10%. My grandfather wasn't against pleasure. He was against losing control. That 10% was meant to burn off stress, fatigue, and pressure. Spend it. Enjoy it. Then stop. His rule was short. Anyone who needs constant pleasure to keep going won't last very long. My grandfather never tried to comfort people. He just repeated one truth. This isn't about effort. It's about position. When you own nothing, the only thing you can sell is your time. And time is the easiest thing to use up and the hardest thing to get back.